My name is Yadira Paz-Martinez. I am a Sanford student studying public policy and economics at Duke University. Around 1993, my parents immigrated from Mexico into the U.S. Their transition was very hard, leaving their families behind and having to come and to settle into this new world that they did not know. Because we grew up in such a rural area, my parents were actually farm workers. Whenever I was younger, my parents dedicated a lot of time to working in farm work and landscaping. And based off their trajectory in life, I kind of learned a lot of things throughout the way. I learned to be very independent. And in middle school is where I really found my passion for service. The Migrant Education Program is a program that includes immigrants, both outside of the U.S. and agriculture immigrants within the U.S. that travel because of harvesting in different states. It's an opportunity for these migrant students to receive health, education, and counseling. So not only does this program focus on tutoring these students, but they also focus on giving these families the resources they need to live well in the U.S. So we are currently at the Migrant Center in Union Intermediate School. So here we offer direct services to the students. So this is where tutoring sessions, after school program happens, or when the migrant education workers pull out students from class, because in some cases some students don't understand English. And so this is kind of like the setting where students in the Union Intermediate School can come in and kind of have like that one-on-one or tutoring sessions. While working at the Migrant Education Program, I met a young boy named Juan Domingo. Juan really changed my life. He had just came from Guatemala. He was living in a small shed. Him and maybe 8 other adults and another young girl, all crammed into this one shed. They have no food, they have no heater, and it was in the middle of winter. I couldn't help but think wow, this little boy, he has no fault in the world, and yet he has to live in this kind of situation. I might have grown up poor, but I learned that I had a lot more than others did. And I'm really happy because I had parents who would tell me, go get an education, go to school, do this, do that. They really had that emphasis on me. Because of stories like Juan, because of stories like mine and my parents, I wanted to do more. And that's what led me towards public policy, to attempt to reform these kind of systemic and institutional obstacles that prevent people from living a well-being life, from having education. These are situations that happen worldwide. These abuses towards farm workers, the lack of education towards these migrant students. It's not just here in my community, but I know it's in communities all throughout the United States and throughout the world. This change isn't going to happen with just one person or with a small group of people. This is going to happen with students and community members that unite together, that actually all want to seek out this progress, want to make this change, want to ensure that people are not suffering. And I know that's a very, very big dream, but my hope is that we create students and do create students that reforms the world we live in, that ensures that we live in a world where everyone has the same access to everything, where everyone has the same opportunities, and rather, instead of creating barriers, we create bridges to connect each other. That's my goal.